What is the relation between interest rate and the call and the put price? So in the slide, you can find out that the interest rate I denote by R, and the call and the put. The relation is as follows. For the call, the relation is positive relation, and for the put, interest rate is negatively related to the put. So why we have this kind of relation? Let me show you one example. So normally first talking about the corn first. So normally we buy the corn when we expect that the stock price will go up, right? So for example, we expect that today the stock price is $100, and in the future it will be $150, right? It means we expect that after 1 year, the stock price will be $150, increasing to $150. And when we expect that the stock price will go up, we have two strategies to earn the money. The first way is just buy the stock, right? For example, today is we pay only $100, and we pay $100 now, right? And for example, we buy 100 share. So totally we need to pay $10,000, right? That is your profit in the future. How about we buy the option? It's the same, right? But if we buy the option, say to buy 100 share, you also need to pay something. But your initial investment today, if you buy the option, is much cheaper. For example, you don't need to pay totally $100 of the share, but often you only need to pay the option premium only. For example, only $3 per share. So if you take 3 times 100 share, you only need to pay $300 initially, right? Investment. So this amount of money is much smaller than $10,000. So why this is matter? Because the thing is that if you invest and you pay the money today, and rather than in the next year, it doesn't matter if the interest rate is very low. For example, if the interest rate is only 1%, these two ways of investment is not too different. However, if the interest rate increasing to 10% per year, the things will be different, because if you invest using only $300 initially by buying the option, the cost of borrowing is very cheap. However, if you don't have the money and if you invest $10,000 and 1 year is at 10%, so your cost of interest rate, it will be $10,000 times 10%, and it will be $1,000, and this is a lot of money, right? So your profit is $10,000, but you need to pay $1,000 cost of interest rate if you borrow the money from the bank. So your net profit, if you buy stock, is only $9,000, and it will be lower compared to buying the option. So in that way, buying the option is much more beneficial or more favorable for investor. So in that way, investor will value the coin more, and if the interest rate increasing, the coin value also increasing, right? So that's why the relation between the coin and the put, people call that is the coin and the interest rate, people call that is a positive. So how about the relation between interest rate and the put? So that is a negative relation, right? So why the relation between interest rate and the put is negative relation? So let me give you one example. So for example, we expect that we assume that today the stock price is $100, and after 1 year the stock price will be ST equal to $80, so it's lower. So that's why we buy the put, because we expect that the stock price will go down and we can earn the profit. Okay, so again, we also have two strategies to do that. The first thing is that we just simply sell $100, I want 100 share, and at 0 equal to $100. So how much is your revenue, your income? That is a $10,000, right? So that is your income, and you can receive all the money now. How? In contrast, if you sell using the put, you need to wait 1 year later, because the put option also allow you to sell at K equal to $100. Okay, we assume also $100. However, you need to wait 1 year later to receive $10,000, right? It's not today. It's different from the selling directly in the spot market. Here you can get immediately, right? Immediately. But here is in 1 year later. Moreover, for the put, you also need to buy the put option, so it's also cost you. Say, for example, if the option premium is $3, so if you buy the put option for 100 share, it's also cost you $300, right? And so your net profit, net income is 9,700, right? And the most important problem is it's not today, but it's 1 year later. So you receive less money and very lately, 1 year later. So if the interest rate now is 10%, very high interest rate. So if you are the put holder, you don't like it, right? So the put value will be very low, because for the put holder, the benefits, the income is very lately and it's also lower. So people don't like the put. They just simply love to sell immediately in the spot market. So in this way, the put values will be lower if the interest rate is higher. So as a result, the relation between the put and the interest rate is a negative relation.